Hey everybody, I just y'all know I have give this backhoe down the road in the last several videos I've done of it. We've just been dissatisfied with the quality of it, a little bit of the boom geometry on it and that type of thing. There's still some things that could have been improved on it, I feel like, but I decided to build a bucket for it. I didn't like the bucket that was on it, and so we set in up at school, started building a bucket. Didn't really have any measurements to go by, just guessed at them. Worked out good. Built a 20-inch wide bucket, which is on here right now. I got it out using it the first day, kind of damaged it a little bit and had to make some improvements on it. Had to add this piece of angle in right here and some stuff to kind of make it a little more rigid and stiffen it up. While I had it in the shop, I was like, well, I had that at home here. I pulled it in and worked on that. I said, well, I'm gonna go ahead and work on this boom a little bit. I said, I've had an idea that I thought would work, so I went ahead and did that, and I'll show you kind of what I did to it. But right here on these ears where this jack attaches, these was turned around the other way, so this pinhole was setting more in this location, which wouldn't let the jack, which wouldn't let the stick part of this boom push in enough towards the backhoe. So what I did, I cut them ears off, switched sides with them, and turned them around opposite of the side, switched, you know, opposite of the way they was, to where that pinhole sets back closer to the jack, which gives the jack more push to bring the boom in closer, or bring the stick in closer to the boom. And welded all it back, welded these plates over it as reinforcement over the welds. Had to pull these hoses out and stuff here and pull the jack off and all that, of course. I didn't get any video of doing any of that because it was kind of unexpected. I just jumped in and started doing it. Didn't have the camera down here with me or anything. Wasn't nothing real exciting or intellectually required to do it. I did kind of get everything tacked up, work my boom and stuff to make sure everything was going to work, took everything back loose, and then welded it back in solid. And let me tell you, I am tickled to death with how it's doing right now, and I'm tickled to death with this bucket. This bucket is awesome. It does really good. You can see there the cutting edge. It's sort of a tooth style like I put on my stump bucket and on my front loader bucket. Just kind of a, I don't know, just sort of something I've come up with that works great. That way you can do a little more like grading, have a better finished look with it than a bucket with teeth, the long teeth. Still cuts the ground good and everything. I like it, what I've used it. I'll put some clips of using it in here on this video, but I'll fire it up here and show you kind of what it does. You can see how close that tucks in now. It comes all the way up against this boom. I'll move it back out about like it was before. Right there's about as far in as it would go any time before. And when you was digging a ditch, that was really awkward. I always felt like I needed to come on in under the boom more to get a good scoop. And that has made a really big difference in operating this backhoe, is that extra travel right there. That also has made it a lot easier to, not easier, but has made it not as long when you got the backhoe hooked up and doing loader work. It's not sticking out here so far behind you. You get about 1.5 foot more travel out of the stick than you did before, and that really saves you a lot of moving in the long run over time when you're digging with it. Well, hopefully my rants over this backhoe's over for a while. I think for the most part I'm going to be more satisfied with it. I've thought about doing this for a long time. I just never had. I don't know why I put it off. I'm bad to do that. Just not really knowing what's going to happen, how it's going to work out, but it's worked out really good. I'm really happy with it. But anyways, I'll put some clips in here using it and kind of show you what I'd done when I damaged this bucket and a few things. Hope you enjoy the video. Well, this video I was going to show you my new backhoe bucket we built, but I put it on and decided to go do a few little odd and end things with it, testing it out, and already grub shucked it, which I kind of knew better on my construction part of it for the bucket. I didn't use thick enough plate. I was trying to keep the weight down. I built a 20-inch bucket. I think it had a 14 before. And I was trying to keep the weight down on it. And right here, I'll show you what I ended up doing to it. I should have used heavier metal up here on top, but I had a pretty wide plate there that I made the mounts out of. And I put a 1/2 inch by 1 inch piece of flat bar across through there, across the front, to try to stiffen that front edge up. And I got down there grubbing out some rose bushes, and it was doing real good, and I was tickled to death with it. Reached over the hill to get the end of a log that was kind of been buried in the bank, and went to pulling it out and bent my bucket. So now it don't close up enough. It was closing up all the way to the tips, and after I bent it, it won't do that. So I'm going to try to cut that piece loose, heat it a little bit, and take the backhoe and push down on the bucket, and see if I can get it to bend back in place and weld something stiffer across there to help hold it. But I'm really liking the bucket, what little bit I used it. I like it a lot. Made a big difference. But I'll see what happens here. All right. Been down here in the shop working on the backhoe. I've changed it around to where I can get more stroke on the stick part. It'll pull all the way in to touch the boom, which will give me a little more travel when I'm digging. It did not affect it on going out this way at all. I'll still reach just as far. the way the boom works now. And I don't mind using this backhoe in a situation like this. Bring it in one place and move a whole lot of dirt and lay it up here pretty easy to move with the bucket, so you're not having to move the tractor a whole lot. That's the situation the backhoe's not too bad in. But when you're having to dig and constantly move, like digging a ditch, that's when I get aggravated. Well, that's a good pile of dirt right there in just a short time. Just a short time. Right here's what I've always wanted to do in cutting with that backhoe. Is like right there, for example, was my jack, and I was able to dig all the way up almost under the frame of the backhoe. And that's what I've always wanted to do. You couldn't do that before till I changed it. And also this bucket is working out extremely well. I am very pleased with that bucket and how well it handles it and stuff. I think that's going to be a good asset as well. But I guess that's it for this video. I'll probably have some more on working on this project later. Just wanted y'all to see how the backhoe does and things since some of the changes, and seems a lot more stable after I put them bushings and stuff in it, which the 3-point hitch bushings down there, you know, that's not the 3-point hitch bushings. That wasn't something that was the backhoe's fault. That was my fault for not have been using those. But I think that's helped as well, along with the shims I put up here. It's just a totally different machine now. I actually kind of like using it. But I really like the bucket. I really like using that bucket. But y'all have a good one. If you will, please like, subscribe, and comment. We'll catch you on the next one.